Hello, welcome to the Airdrie and Area Perspectives by Bella. I'm here with a very wonderful lady here. She's doing amazing things. Her organization is doing amazing things in the city. And as you know, this channel is about Airdrie and its area and people who are doing great things, who are changing lives, who are making a difference in people's lives. And so I have one of them today, and I can't wait for you to meet her. So on that note, get a glass of water or whatever makes you comfortable. Get cozy and let's chat, okay? Welcome to the channel, 𝓚𝓏. Please tell us who 𝓚𝓏 is.
Well, like I said, my name is 𝓚𝓏. I've lived in Airdrie for about 10 years. I am a single mom by choice. So I adopted my 2 kids through foster care.
Wow.
So I think that's partly why I'm so passionate about working with vulnerable moms and children, because I am a mom with children. And so I have a 13 and a 16-year-old. They're amazing. They go to school.
Teenagers.
Yeah, they go to school in Airdrie. So we've really set up our life very well in Airdrie. And I started working at the Airdrie Pregnancy Care Center about 2 years ago. And it's been just such a delight to work in the community. It has definitely helped with the busyness to be in my own community. And
not travel to Calgary.
So it's been really lovely to live in Airdrie, raise my family in Airdrie, and help other families in Airdrie too.
Love that. So you have a heart for Airdrie.
I do.
Thank you for the work you're doing, really. Now, we want to know, who is Airdrie Care? How did it start?
That's great. So Airdrie Pregnancy Care Center, it started in 2018, but we are a part of the Calgary Pregnancy Care Center, which is our one of our sister sites. And so they actually were the ones who opened up the center in Airdrie. And the Calgary Pregnancy Care Center has been running for almost 40 years, I believe, at this point. It might even be 50 years, but it's been like very many decades of helping people in Calgary. And they're very wise at looking out into the outer community and seeing who needs help. And they recognize that Airdrie was a place that might need a center. And so they opened our center in 2018. So actually, we've only been open a little short time, but we've grown so much in that time. And so the Pregnancy Care Center is really set up to serve local families who are struggling with challenges, to walk alongside of women and men as they navigate pregnancy and parenting, to make sure that they have the support that they need. So it's very special work.
That is very special. You're doing God's work. My goodness. Because there are women out there that, get pregnant and they don't have support and they don't know what to do. So I guess but we'll get into more of the stuff that you do. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing here. Thank you for your organization. We are grateful. And so here you go. That's Airdrie Pregcare, right?
Yes.
That's the name?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. And 𝓚𝓏, this has been awesome so far. Now, I just wanted to know, can you tell us something special about yourself?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, I'm a single mom, and I think sometimes single moms get a very hard rap, but being a single mom is actually one of the biggest delights of my life. So again, I chose to be a single mom. I never chose to be married, but I wanted to be a mom very much. And so I became a foster parent first. And my first foster child was my daughter. And I knew the moment I saw her that she was going to be my girl. I didn't know how, but I knew she was going to be my girl. And lo and behold, she was. And then I found out she had a brother. And I was like, well, they have to be together. Yeah. They weren't placed together at that point.
Love it.
And so when I found out that she had a brother, I said that he could come into our home too. And he completed the picture, right? I think that had he not been there, it would have felt like something was missing. And so being a single mom is truly such a gift for me. And I think it's why it makes me so passionate about the work that I do at the Pregnancy Care Center, because I truly believe that any parent can do a phenomenal job if they've got support behind them. And I often say I wish the Pregnancy Care Center had been there when I was parenting little ones, but it wasn't open yet.
No, but you needed that experience to help these ladies. So
maybe that was good. It. Yeah. And now my kids get to come into the center and they help with things like folding clothes and making sure that, if we've got a special event happening, they're coming to help me set up. So they've got a big passion for families too.
teaching them skills. This morning I posted it on my LinkedIn. I was like, teach these kids. This little tiny boy was helping his parents pack up bottles of water.
Yeah.
Tiny little kid.
Yeah.
Like this kid is going places, you know?
I think it's so important to have kids understand the value of caring for each other as much as they are cared for.
Yes.
Right? But grow up to be good people who make the world a better place.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. Yes, that's what I believe too.
Me too.
Wow. So, and then thank you so much for sharing that about yourself. It will encourage a single mother out there that's going through something right now and thinking they can't even do it. But you've raised them. They're teenagers now. You've done it.
And they're good teenagers
and they're
too.
good, responsible
good
citizens. Thank goodness for that. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Wow. I want to know too, can you tell us something special about this organization? I know you do special stuff, but something that nobody...
That's a great question. So I actually am really excited to announce that we're going to be rebranding this year to Mainsprings Pregnancy and Family Support. So
you got it from here.
Hot tip.
Cool.
We really wanted, we found that the Pregnancy Care Center name really made a lot of people feel like the center wasn't a place that they could access help. And that's really not why we're here. We're here to help every type of person from every background, every income, every culture, that they are welcome to come into this place and have support for through their pregnancy, but also through family life, and to make sure that mothers and fathers, children, grandparents, everybody has the support they need. So soon we'll be the Mainsprings Pregnancy and Family Support. So it's exciting.
Like that, Mainsprings. Cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So watch out for the name change coming up soon. But you heard it from here. We'll be right back. So we're back with Caroline. Now I just wanted to know, I know you, when I hear about Pregcare, I'm thinking you're taking care of pregnant women. So, and I feel like you have more. There's more to you than just pregnancy. So can you tell us who benefits from your organization?
So we really do help a lot of people outside of pregnancy. So that's, I think, really why the organization started, was to help people who were dealing with a pregnancy, whether planned or unexpected. But it's grown outside of that. And so now we really care for people from any background, any stage of life, any income, cultural backgrounds, whether they live in Calgary or the surrounding area. We really want there to be a space where everyone is welcomed, everyone is respected and cared for. Beautiful. And so we help from teenagers to middle-aged families, single people, parents, entire families, couples. Again, we work a lot with immigrant families, which is so lovely because we get to be a very welcoming space for them to come and be cared for in Canada. But we also work with people who call Canada home their entire life. And we work with people in Northwest Calgary and the rural area surrounding Calgary or Airdrie. That's kind of what's nice about where we're at in Airdrie, is we get to be kind of a stopping ground before Calgary for the people in the rural communities. So really anybody who is parenting or pregnant or navigating challenges in either of those areas, we're here to help and to serve and to make sure that they have the care that they need, and people who really want to be a help and to listen to their stories and make sure that they feel that this is a place where they're welcomed.
Thank you. So if you're out there and you're pregnant and you don't know what to do, keep that baby, because you got help, okay?
We're here to help.
There's support. And you don't know, like, you're thinking, why, like, you know, it's so confusing, we know, but there's help. So hold on, okay? There's help, reach out. There's someone that's here to support, right? There's an organization here that's willing to support. So hold on, okay? And keep that baby. He's going to be a president or something in future. So, and I want to say thank you to all the parents out there, mothers, fathers, grandparents who are taking care of children. You're doing God's work, really. Thank you so much for doing this. And thank you, Pregcare, for helping support these parents to do what they are supposed to do for these children. I know some people just abandon kids, they throw them out, you know, but these parents are holding on. They want to actually take care of these kids.
Absolutely. Parenting is truly, as someone who is a parent, parenting is truly the hardest thing out there. I always say it's the best, worst thing. It is truly the best when it is the best. It's almost magical when it's the best. But when it's the worst, you feel really helpless and and sometimes very alone. And I think that's where we want to step in the gap. We want to celebrate with you when it's the best, but we also want to be there when it's the worst, and just make sure that regardless, you have someone in your corner who can help you with whatever it is you need, whether it's connecting to another agency in Airdrie or helping with material goods, supplies, food, counseling, just someone who even cares. We want to take pregnancy and parenting and make it feel like you are welcomed, you are not alone, and that there is support for regardless of what you choose, regardless of what your situation is. There's people who can actually come alongside and help. Like I said, I wish we were open when I was parenting.
Right? Oh, yeah, we needed that experience, but you got it now. You know, they're here to support. So you're not on your own. Don't feel alone.
No.
Okay. Those times are gone now. So reach out. Okay. We'll give you all the information later how to reach out. But yeah, you've got help. There's help. There is hope. All right. So we'll be right back.
Okay. So some of the services that we provide families, like I said, we offer material goods, so clothing to help children. We offer free maternity clothing, food supports for pregnant and nursing families, and families who are quite vulnerable and need some extra help that way. One of the things we do really well is classes. So we offer 19 different classes. So anything from free prenatal classes. So all of our classes are free. So prenatal classes, financial literacy. We have immigrant-based parenting classes so that parents who are immigrants can actually talk about what it's like to parent in Canada. Yes, it's a very different experience.
It's different.
We offer mom and dad classes specifically so that they have spaces to talk about what it's like to parent, but with other mothers and fathers in the room. We also offer free professional counseling. So we work with different counselors who can come in and really care for the mental health of our clients. And then we also have peer support. So people who really care about families and parents who want to give them a call and talk about them and offer that emotional support and care piece that a lot of people really, really need. And I think that's a lot of our clients actually appreciate the most, that this isn't just a place where they come and get stuff, which we do, but they have someone in their corner, someone who actually cares and wants to reach out and call them and talk about how things are going. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, those are a few of our services that we do.
There you go. So they do more. There's more than just coming for food and all that. So yeah, just so you know. All right, we'll be back. We are back with Carleen. Now, what's the best part of working for Airdrie Pregcare?
It's so easy. The best part is literally working with the clients. That is my favorite part. It is the part that makes me feel like what we do actually helps and that it matters to them. And what's so beautiful about it is our clients are so lovely to actually tell us that what we do is helping and what we do matters. I remember when I was helping a mom with some clothing, and she looked at me and she said, "Do you know how much you are helping us? That this actually matters to us?" And I was like, thank you so much for letting us know. But we see that what we do matters for our clients, and they're so good to tell us. And so it really is the best part to know that you get to be a part of someone's story and a part of their life, and that it helps and that it matters to them. So hands down, best part.
I bet. you got one of the best jobs too.
I do. Really. I really do.
You get to meet all sorts of people, different from all backgrounds.
Yeah.
And then also to share those intimate, because these things are very, and for them to share it with you, and
it's so lovely.
I bet.
It's my favorite.
Nice. And so, apart from loving your job, if you could change anything about Airdrie, or is there anything you would like to change about Airdrie?
Yeah, I think that this job has really opened my eyes to the struggle that a lot of Airdrie people have, and that's in low-income housing. So Airdrie does this really great job of hiding its poverty, And so you don't know that
You
people
won't
are
know.
struggling. You don't know that people are near homelessness or have to make a decision between rent and food. And again, Airdrie does a great job of hiding that, of it not being known. But working with the clients that we do, that's one of the things we quickly learn is that low income housing is such a huge need in this community. And what we hear is that if they just had a home, right, a lot of the other challenges that they face would be so much easier, right? Because they have a place to call home and they don't have to worry and struggle about that piece of things. And so the other challenges they face, like maybe a job or education or mental health issues, can feel a bit more manageable. And so I think low income housing is one of the things that if Airdrie could do that piece well, it would help truly so many people in our community. So that's what I would change.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's good. I love everyone that I interview has a different, perspective of and I love that. Airdrie is a wonderful city. We love it. But there are these things too that are not so clear, like obvious, right?
Yes.
But it's there. So it's good that you brought it up. Thank you so much for sharing
Absolutely.
it. All right, we'll be right back. So, Caroline, I just want to know at this moment, are there any challenges that you're having with this organization?
So I would think the biggest challenges we face is when we can't help a client fully to what they need, right? Like we're very small here. And because a lot of our help is parenting and family related, when a client is struggling with homelessness or deep mental health issues or poverty, those are places where you can feel like you're just not giving enough or you aren't helping enough. And we're very good at making sure that we connect our clients to other agencies because we really believe that we're better when we're together working with other agencies. And Airdrie does a great job of working together interagency wise. But sometimes there's such a long wait for that help, or if there's a language barrier that makes things really hard. And so getting people the full extent of the help that they need, that is probably the most challenging part because it can make you feel like you're not doing enough, not helping as much as you want. But also we know that we're trying really hard for our clients. And so we just have to be okay with that piece of this work. So that's a very challenging piece of this work.
Working with people is like that. You just want to help everybody, but there's limitations. So, oh wow. Yeah. Okay, so on that note, I want to find out, like, how can people help them?
That is such a lovely question. So it's actually really easy for people to help. They can go onto our website, which is pregcare.com. So Pregcare.com, and look at the Get Involved tab. And so that will help you learn how to volunteer with us or to give financially to us, or even what items we might be needing to help families. And so it's really easy. You can also give us a follow on any social media. Again, the website has that information. And so that's the easiest way for you to learn about what you can do, how you can help, and get involved with what we do.
Beautiful. Yeah. So if you're looking for a volunteer opportunity or a way to give back to your community and you don't know where to start from, you can call the Pregcare, right? Yeah. Go on their website, you know what their needs are, or come in and visit them and talk to them. Like, there are people here, right?
We love taking people on tours of our center because often people don't even realize how much we do in a very small space. So we always welcome people to come into the center and have a quick tour, and we'll talk to you about what we do because we really do love what we do. And so it's very fun for us to be able to talk to people about that.
So there you have it. Come and visit them.
Come on in.
And help them help our community. We all say Airdrie is wonderful and all that. It's these, non-profits that are helping people make this community what it is. So come and join hands with them to help our community. Make it even greater. Do you want to add some more?
No, that's great.
Okay. All right. So we'll be right back. And you can call them, and if you have more stuff to give them, you know what to do. Go on their website and find out what they're needing at that time. Okay. All right. So we are back with Caroline. I was just thinking, in a world where women are, things are hard. We know the economy is really hard, and it will be very easy for a woman to think, hey, this child I'm carrying, I can't even afford taking care of the child, so maybe just get rid of it. It's easier, right? Maybe they might think it's the easier way, but for women who are out there who are considering keeping their kids, even though things are tough, I just want to say thank you and kudos to you. There's help. Okay, there is help. That's what and other community organizations are here to help you. So keep up, hold on to that child, okay? There is help. Is there anything you would like to add to
Sure.
this?
Yeah. So we understand that when someone faces an unexpected pregnancy, it is a terrifying experience, and that they deserve to have a safe space to come and to talk about it and to be heard and to be supported through that. And so that's really why the Pregnancy Care Center is so special in so many ways. Is because we very much value that a woman's life needs as much support as she can possibly get to be able to parent if she chooses, or to place for adoption if she chooses. And so we really are there to advocate for those women on that behalf.
Beautiful.
And for me, it's a very personal choice to value that for a woman, because I adopted my kids through foster care, and so if their birth mother hadn't given birth to them, I wouldn't have my babies.
Right.
And so I have nothing but the highest respect for her as a birth mother, but also my mom was also adopted, and so I wouldn't be here if she hadn't been born. And so for me, the journey of making sure that a woman has the support and the care that she needs as she faces those really scary, unexpected circumstances is incredibly important. And that is something that our agency does very well. We really want to make sure that this is the safest place for a woman to come and share exactly how she feels without judgment. Every story is valued and respected. And one of the things we also do, which I think is really important, is if a woman chooses to have an abortion, we offer post-abortion care. So we offer counseling and group support because we want to make sure that a woman has the full spectrum of healing and health and care that she needs. And so our goal is to make sure that women, no matter what they choose, that they have a place to come and to talk and to be cared for, and to be embraced, right? To have people who really love and support them. And like I said, I have personal experience in this with my kids and my mom. And so this is very dear to my heart.
Beautiful, beautiful. But I would want to encourage you out there who's thinking, please don't keep that baby. Come and see them. There are other help, okay?
We're here to
you
help.
You got this. All right. So we'll be right. All right. So, Caroline, I just want to know about your sponsors.
Yeah.
Like, if you have sponsors.
Yes, we absolutely do. So a lot of what our work is built on is individual donors. So we've got about 33 individual donors and churches that sponsor the bulk of our finances. But then we also run a program called the Fresh Food Project, which helps pregnant and nursing women make sure that they've got the food that they need to be able to feed themselves and their babies well. And so we do some local food agencies that we work with. So Daybreak Church and their Spins Kitchen program, they offer us food every week. Micro Acres, they offer us food every week. Your Local Ranch offers us meat for our clients, which is incredibly generous of them. And then we also have Shirley's Greenhouse. So they also have been providing us vegetables for 2 years. Every summer, they give us all their vegetables, which our clients love. And so those agencies, those individuals, those churches, they are the ones that are keeping this work so alive and really making it very individually caring for those clients when it comes to food and the work that we do. So a big thank you.
Oh, Airdrie loves you. Keep up the good work. Really, we appreciate what you're doing for these women. It's going a long way. These families, it's not just to the women, right? For these families. So thank you. Thank you very much for doing God's work. Anything that you want to add to?
No, just a big thank you. Yes. And if anybody wants to get involved when it comes to offering items to us or finances, again, you can go to the Pregcare website and go to the Get Involved tab. And that's where you can learn about how to support us with either items that you might have or food items that you have or make or finances. We're very happy to take any help that you're able to offer us.
Perfect. Do you have any restrictions, like things that Bring
Yeah, so that's all on the website,
on the website.
there. So
Okay.
we are really careful with what items we bring in,
Mhm.
especially when it comes to anything baby, maternity, or
Yeah.
children, because we have to be very careful what we offer our families. And we like there to be a lot of dignity in what our families receive. So we like everything to be very good quality,
Yeah.
not necessarily new, but very good quality, so that our
Yeah.
family feel a lot of dignity when they receive something.
Mm.
But the website again has a list of the stuff that we can use and the stuff that we can't use.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So visit the website and then get all those info from
Yes.
there. It will be there. And if you don't see it on the screen, it will be in the description box. So
Yes.
just go in there and find all your resources in there. All right. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. In the classroom area. And here is the lovely Julianne. Hello.
Hi.
There's Heather and Henry. Not Henry. Watson. Look at me. Heather and Watson. The therapy dog. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. All right. We are back. We are at the final stages now. And I've got 3 questions for her, Carlene. Carlene, do you love what you're doing?
I love what I am doing. Every day I love it. Every day. It's not always easy, right? But that's okay.
No.
Things don't always have to be easy.
Right.
But I never leave my day here not knowing that it was helpful in some way to somebody.
Love it.
It's easy work to love, right? Because you know that you're making a difference in people's lives.
It's life.
Yeah. And I love working with families, with children, with women and dads. I love being someplace that people are excited to come to, that they feel welcome to come to. I love holding babies when the babies come. I love hugging moms that feel like they're struggling with something. So this is just such an easy place to love and to love the work. And I really do. I love the team that we work with. We work with an incredible crew in all 3 of our centers, in Calgary and Strathmore and Airdrie, the volunteers, the staff. And so it really is an incredible place to work, but it's also an incredible place to be when it comes to serving people in Airdrie.
Love that.
Yeah, I love it.
Wow. Where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years?
You know, that's such a good question. I really hope I'm still doing this. To be honest, I feel like I could do this the rest of my life and be very, very happy doing it. I am so excited to see the growth of Airdrie and how Airdrie continues to serve its population, and it's doing such a great job of it now. And a lot of the agencies that we're working with, there's such a connection and such a community between us that it feels like helping Airdrie is becoming more and more manageable and more of a reality, that this continues to be such a great community to live and work in. And so I really hope that I'm still doing this. There's such room to grow in our agency, but there's also so much room to grow in our community. And so
Beautiful.
it's this.
That's amazing. Now, my last question. Do you love Airdrie? It's obvious, but I will still ask.
Yeah.
And why?
Oh, that's a good question too. So I love Airdrie. I love the small town feel of it without it feeling too constricting, right? There's still lots of things to do, and it keeps growing in such beautiful ways. I love the generosity of this community. That is not something I knew until I worked here.
Wow.
Airdrie is one of the most generous communities that I can ever imagine. If we have a need, it is very quickly filled. And I know that's not just our agency, that's the food bank, Community Links, Airdrie Power. All these are very quick to have what they need. And that's really the individuals who live in Airdrie that are so quick to come alongside, to recognize the needs of others and to help. And so it's hard not to love a community that shows up for each other. And it's hard not to love a community that is so outward in its generosity and its care. And so, yes, I love living in Airdrie. I love raising my kids in Airdrie. I love working in Airdrie. And I really love the community that we are to each other. I think that's the most important piece of why I love this so much.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love Airdrie too, can you tell? And anybody that loves Airdrie, hello.
I think a lot of people who live here recognize why it's such a special place to live. Very rarely do I hear people who don't recognize why Airdrie is such a special place.
True.
Yeah, I think it's special to a lot of people for a lot of different reasons, but it's a great community.
It is. Yeah. It is. And it's growing so fast, but oh my God, you still feel that sense of community. So Airdrians, we love you. Keep up with what you're doing. Keep being an awesome neighbor or community member, keep up, because that's what makes the city what it is that we all love.
Yes.
Do you have any last words to share with the community?
I would say come in and see us. Come in and have a tour. Let us welcome you. I always say we'll have a great conversation, but a mediocre cup of coffee. And so you are more than welcome to come into the space and to see what we do, to learn more about what we do and why this work is so special. And we continue to really make sure that our impact in Airdrie is one that's needed, one that people in Airdrie actually need, so that we are helpful in our help, and that it's not ever presumed help, but it's helpful in ways that we're hearing people need. And so we love people to come in to learn about what we do, and to talk with us. Yeah.
There you go. So you're invited. Take care. And we want you to also help with the donations and stuff, because they are run on donations. So remember that. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope you've learned something about Airdrie Pregcare. Okay. And you're going to get involved too. You're not just going to be a community member, okay, and enjoying the good stuff in Airdrie, but you're actually going to get involved in your city. Thank you so much for today, and thank you so much, Colleen, for doing this. I know you're very busy. So when I called and you did not say no, and you're ready to do this, I was like, oh, thank you so much for doing this, taking time to do this.